Hey guys, it's Cerulean Jake bringing to you another week of the VGC Pals Draft League. Now, this time we are going up against the Gholdengo Warriors, and just like last week, we are in the midst of do or die. We have to keep winning. If we don't, we're out. So we're gonna do our damnedest. But what exactly does the Gholdengo Warriors have to offer here? What is this core strategy? Well, upon the initial look, it doesn't look like there's anything that super synergizes. It doesn't look like there's one core key strategy. Looks like there's just a bunch of various strategies here or there. But that actually works. That's not a huge issue. There's not just one key thing that he's attempting to play around. And each of those little strategies kind of come together into one cohesive team. I have actually been really struggling practicing against this team. It has been very, very strong. So I'm a little worried, but we can definitely win. I worked very hard. So I do think that there is room to take away the win here. We do have some key threats such as Weezing and Farigiraf that really just hurt our team a lot. Weezing shuts down our all-important abilities such as Sword of Ruin, and we have a lot of priority that Farigiraf is going to shut down, so I really expect to see both of them. That's not to mention that Weezing also really likes to carry Will-O-Wisp. So there's just a lot of situations here where both of those Pokemon can be a huge problem for us. So I did prep for those. The other thing that I'm really worried about is the Basculegion. Basculegion is the, bar none, #1 kill leader in this league. He has been using Basculegion to great effect. So with that in mind, I had to prep for him a lot. But how did I do that? Well, let's talk about that. Let's get into the team builder. Starting things off, we are, first I should say, this team here, this is back to 2-2-2. We have three pairings here that we're wanting to go with, and most of them work pretty well together if they end up intermingling, so it's fine when we're trying to transition to the next pairing. We're starting off with Specs Primarina. So I noticed that Primarina is really set up well to do very good things into this team. The core thing that it's struggling with here is that, it just wasn't securing kills that it needed to secure. So we had a couple options here. We could try to do some Terrestrial shenanigans. We could try to buff Primarina in some way. Ultimately, I decided to take the risk on Choice Specs. So yeah, we're going to get locked into stuff. But with Choice Specs, not only does Psychic one-shot Galarian Weezing on a very typical set, Shadow Ball also one-shots the Basculegion. Hyper Voice, I'm pretty sure one-shots Landorus Therian. Minus an AV set. If it's an AV set, then it might be able to get away with it. We just have a lot that we are killing with Primarina here. So that is what we're set up for here. We are as much HP as we can get, as much special attack as we can get. We are just swinging for the fences. I ultimately decided on Terra Dark rather than Terra Normal. Terra Normal would have been better for shutting off the Basculegion's last respects. And on top of that, if we end up in a situation against Galarian Weezing where we want to click Hyper Voice anyway, that would shut off our Liquid Voice. So Terra Normal would have boosted Hyper Voice. And that was a really good option, but ultimately, Thundurus does have a tendency to bring Eerie Impulse. And while I do think it's unlikely that he's going to bring that into my team, if he does, it just entirely invalidates Primarina's existence, and I want to be able to Terra Dark and just shut it down. No Prankster, no Eerie Impulse. We're just not doing it. So that's the idea behind Primarina. Poltergeist, is not very different from usual. We do live a couple key things. We are living the water type moves from Basculegion. We are living precisely one Last Respects if it is if it doesn't have any kills yet. We overall, the main thing here with Poltergeist when we're being paired with Primarina, obviously we want to set up the Trick Room so we can just blast out their whole team. But the key thing here is if we lead these two and he leads with the key threat that we need to remove, then we can click Rage Powder, grab that attention away, and let Primarina just nuke one of the threats. Now, I will say, I'm not immediately going to be clicking Shadow Ball on a lead Basculegion, because 9 times out of 10, those things are going for, Flip Turn on turn 1. So, I won't be going for it. I will just be letting the Basculegion hit the Poltergeist and leave. Mainly, the very first thing I want to hit, if it comes out and it starts out, is the Galarian Wheezing. I want to hit that thing with a Psychic. I want to blow it up. I want to get rid of it. Next up, our pairing is Kilowattrel and Swampert. Now, originally, it wasn't going to be Disc Quake, but it was going to be Discharge. Ultimately, I found that Thunderbolt was just doing me more favors, and I also can't afford to get rid of Air Slash in case he goes with Minxiao. I did notice that when he sets up Rain for his Basculegion to do the Swift Swim stuff, there really just isn't any way that I can easily shut that down and just change the weather. That's really hard for me to do. Originally, I had Cottony with Sunny Day. For those of you saying, you drafted Cottony, you got rid of the Iron Leaves, and specifically took Cottony when you're not even going to bring him. Like, I tried. That was the plan for this week. It was not working, and I had to pivot. So, instead of trying to shut down the Rain, we are instead just going to try to either set up Trick Room with Poltergeist or speed up with Tailwind and try to catch him. That's the idea. We obviously have competitive to eat up those Intimidates from the Landorus Therian. We don't have a whole lot we can do back, but we can just annihilate whoever he's sitting next to, and that's the plan. Terra Electric is just to do a little bit of extra damage if we end up in a situation where I haven't Terrastaled yet. But for the most part, I probably won't be clicking it. Swampert is actually a special set. This guy has a whole lot of ways to shut down physical attacks, and I think he's going to be going for it. He has both. He drafted Magby this week. He spent a transaction to get Magby, and I think it was for me. I think he wants to burn all of my stuff by doing either Will-O-Wisp or Follow Me Flame Body, and then, like I said, Weezing gets Will-O-Wisp, and then Lando has Intimidate. There's just way too much shit going on, and I don't want to deal with it. So Swampert's actually special this time around. Muddy Water is just kind of, it's just some basic spread damage. We're trying to lower the accuracy if we can. Earth Power is our core source of damage, but we also have Ice Beam for that Lando Therian. We do one-shot it unless it's an AV set, so we're looking really good there. I went Terra Poison just in case we have the Grass Knot on Thundurus, and I actually teched into Damp just in case, because it is possible that Weezing might just try to explode sitting next to Basculegion, and I could just turn it off. Just say no. I mean, I'm not really doing anything with Torrent, so who cares, right? That's the idea behind the special Swampert. Chien-Pao is not super different. We have Ice Spinner, Sucker Punch. That's very normal. We are Terra Ground, Terra Blast specifically to deal with Weezing. Now, I don't want Chien-Pao ever dealing with Weezing if we can help it. If it is at all possible, I'm wanting to take care of that thing with either Primarina or Swampert, or even just Kilowattrel. But if we end up in an in-game scenario where Chien-Pao's on the field and I need a way to deal with it, I don't want to be completely walled. So not only am I Lumberry to deal with all of those ways that he's going to try to burn me, but also Terra Blast to just try and kill that damn thing. Finally, we have Cerulege. We are some all-out offense here. We have Life Orb, and when I say all-out offense, I realize we do have full investment into HP. But I wanted Cerulege to be able, it's not great, but he is able to function in a Trick Room setting. That way, if I go the Primarina Poltergeist, I can pair that with Chien-Pao Cerulege. So we are bulky, but we're also mainly offense with Bitterblade, Shadow Sneak, Close Combat. Shadow Sneak with Life Orb and Sword of Ruin active. If we have all three of those things together, we have a chance, not 100%, but a chance to one-shot Vascular Legion. But it's a very good chance. I want to say it's like, it was like 60 something, 60 or 70%, somewhere in that area. Obviously, we're taking the Flash Fire because we want to be able to just absorb all those burns. If Entei comes, we want to be able to eat up those Sacred Fires. Overall, I think that Cerulege is I think the Cerulege Chien-Pao is our weakest combo here. Not necessarily because they are weak and they're not good. They actually are really good Pokemon, just in this situation, it's not really working out for us, and the Primarina Poltergeist, Kilo, Swampert have actually been doing wonders for me. But it kind of just depends on what he has. Realistically, I just don't have any plans for Ditto. I'm just going to try to deal with it if it shows up. And for the Regigigas, all I really have is Close Combat. Other than that, I'm just going to try to kill it. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. That's it for the team builder, so let's go ahead and get into the games. Okay, we are ready to get this challenge underway. Let's go ahead and get a 4v4 draft with the best of 3 and Terra preview. We've got the right team. Let's roll with it. Okay, so who do we have? Come on now. I need to tell him that I sent it. There we go. Okay, so we do have the Reggie. We do have the Frick. Okay. Me and Entei, Reggie, Wheeze, Barig, and Lando. Okay, so that's really interesting. We have no Basket Legion. Okay, our Terras, we have Ghost, Water, Fairy, Ghost, Flying, Steel. Ghost on Weezing is pretty interesting. So I think I want to go the Prim Poltergeist. Well, here's the thing. If he leads Fake Out, then that's really annoying. I don't have an easy answer into the Fake Out. Get faked out, then I'm just eating something, which is not good. I mean, we can still just try for it. And then do I want the Kilo Swamp in the back? Or do I want Chien-Pao Cerulege? I kind of want the Chien-Pao Cerulege because I want to have something to just punch that Regigigas. Don't have any other obvious Scarfers, so I think probably looking at the Lando Scarf. Let's try this. Okay. Prim, Poltergeist, Regigigas, and Weezing. Okay. This is what he is immediately going for, and we kind of just know what we're going to do here. We're not going to think about it too much. Just going to Psychic the Weezing. We're going to Rage Powder to try to take away the Regigigas' attention. We get knocked off. We Psychic the Weezing. That's gone. Slow Start is going again. we are locked into Psychic. Poltergeist is missing Eviolite now, which sucks. Oh, not the Wheezing. Wheezing doesn't have knockoff. I'm trying to write this stuff down. Which really I don't need. This'll know for me. I don't remember if it remembers in between games. So here, this is going to be a fake out most likely. I think it's fine though. I think we can just go Psychic straight into the Mienshao. I'm not sure what the Regigigas is going to go for. I could... See, I don't know its speed stat, so I don't know if it's actually lower than Primarina right now, and we don't want that. We don't want it going first. So what I could do is, I think it's just going to go for another knockoff and kill the Poltergeist. So I think what we do here is we go for Life Dew, we try to live. If we don't, it is what it is. There's the fake out. We knew that was coming. Life Dew, we get the heal. We knock off the Poltergeist. Poltergeist lives. I flinched, then Poltergeist went, then Regigigas went. Okay. So here's Mienshao. We're going to try to kill here. Were I him, I would switch. Into what exactly? I don't know what he has in the back. Regardless, I'm not worried about getting burned here. It would suck revealing Lomberry though. I need to shut down Regigigas is what I'm trying to look into here. I think I want to go into Chien-Pao. Because this is really safe. He shouldn't be going for a fighting move into Poltergeist of all things. Mienshao goes for Protect. It's a double Protect, so we actually got a free switch here. So we know that both of these are Protect. Mien is Protect. We click Psychic again. And he probably thinks I have Sacred Sword. I don't, but we're just going to hit him as hard as we can with a nice little Ice Spinner. Then again, this guy is really fast, so I might actually have to Protect here, because he may go for the kill. We are losing turns on that slow start, unfortunately. Okay. So now I really just want to know if you are Scarfed. Because I should be faster than you. I think we're going to learn right now. If you go for an Earthquake, then that's really going to suck. But I don't think that you will. I think you're going to go for a Protect because you're trying to stall out slow start. And I'm going to go Ice Spinner into Landorus. I want Ceruledge in because I'm going to try to kill that Regigigas. You have Protect. Interesting. Okay, so you are not choiced. Lando is Protect. It is up and going now. Slow start has gone away. Finally got its act together is the way that it's worded. That's interesting. Here's the thing. I thought that would last long because it's 5 turns. I guess turn 1 counted. Because I mean, that would be 4 turns. Because if turn 1 counts, that's 1, 2, 3. 4th turn. And then on the 5th turn, it... Oh, no, that was 5. That was 5. Okay. So, yeah, it counted that first turn, which really sucks. Regigigas is going now. I didn't actually plan for Regigigas to be... on the team. I didn't think it would be. Knock into Cerule Edge. It is doing an incredible amount of damage that it's actually not killing. If we don't have Life Orb, though... Oops. None. 87% chance to kill. That's the thing. That was with Sword of Ruin up. I think we're just gonna attack. See what happens. You switching is not a shocker. Interesting, that killed. Okay. I should have safety terra'd. That was with a Life Orb. Why did he do more damage? I'm trying to figure that out. Adamant. What did I not have calculated? Well, that does put us in a rough situation, but what we can do... He would just kill the Poltergeist, this thing. We are actually in a really rough position here. We are in a situation where just clicking Hyper Voice from now on would be perfectly fine. It's just that we're worried about dying. I want to get Poltergeist in next to Primarina, but we're not really able to do that. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We kind of just have to let Poltergeist go, because Mian Xiao is going to fake out here. I mean, unless it goes for coaching, calling that, it's just Regigigas will just kill Poltergeist. Obviously, we try to life do, but we're not going to get anything out of it. Knock off, it goes away. You no longer have fake out. Ice Spinner does do more damage than Sucker does. I don't think I'm worried about you being faster than me. But, I mean, you did just randomly do more damage than I expected you to. Was it counting slow start? I bet you it was. Unfortunate double intimidate. Not really a whole lot we can do anymore. I think this is well over. Because Dark Terror doesn't do anything for us. Ground Terror doesn't do anything for us. We can either protect or we can Ice Spinner. I think we have to put on pressure and try to go for a crit. Because if he's smart, he's going to fake out Prim. No crit. Crush grip. Kills. We're done. Okay. Skip to the end. Okay, so what we're gonna go for here. Damn, we unveiled one of our techs. He's gonna be ready for it now. I can just do the exact same thing, but we can go the Kilo Swamp. We can try to eat and intimidate with the Kilo. That might be the play. Go these 4. So, I mean, we knew Crush Grip was definitely going to be there because it's the whole thing. We don't know the 4th move. We also don't know the item. I do want to check. Okay, so slow start. Ah, yes, it was ticked. Indeed, it kills. Yeah, we needed a Terastal there. That kind of turned the whole thing. That is a crying shame. Poltergeist. What Terra are you? You're Terra Water? Okay. Terra Water's really good for him here. I think I want to lock into Moonblast. I don't know what he's going to hit me with. But he can't fake me out. So maybe we just go straight into the Trick Room. Okay, Iron Head. So question here is, am I locked? I think he saved it because he knew I was going to flinch. I think he's going to Terra now. So I'd like to Moonblast and just delete this Mian Chow because Fake Out's been really annoying for us. And I'd like to Life Dew. Damn. He's calling these really good. How much damage did we do? We did 57. He is now up to 68. Okay. I think he has called that we are... I think he has called what Terra we are. Or, not Terra, what item we are. He knows that we're Choice Specs. So that's really bad for us being locked into Moonblast. I think I want to try for this. Muddy Water. So it would force him to Terra. I could alternatively go into Earth Power, because Earth Power is just going to be, excuse me, more damage. Go for Earth Power. He either Terras or he's... yeah. Let's do that. You didn't Terra. Oh my god, you live that? That's insanity! Starting to get some good damage on Regigigas already. That's good. I don't know what your speed stat is, so I don't know if you're slower right now. We also had a crucial miss on the Muddy Water, but I mean, that was the risk we ran. He's timed out that Trick Room perfectly. So slow start's about to go away. Well, actually, it looks like it didn't erase it. It looks like it's already, like, once it's activated, it's activated. That might be the case. And if it is, I mean, all the better for us. Just Moonblast here, and we Earth Power here. I actually didn't know that's how that worked, if it is how that works. So we did get some info on Entei. We know it's Sacred Fire. We know it is... Okay, no. That was just a bug of Pokemon Showdown. It does turn it off. What is your Terra? You have not Terra'd yet. You are Terra Ghost. Okay. He gets to see my leftovers, but I mean, he already saw it because I was healing, so not a big deal. No extreme speed. We also know Iron Head. We did not get the fourth move, but we know that it was moving. We know it's not Life Orb, so this last spot is probably Protect. Okay. So, final... I don't think I want to lead this. I think I want to fake him out. Because I think he's going to pivot. I think we can go into Kilo Pert and put Prim Poltergeist in the back. Because I don't think that Chien-Pao Cerulege are doing it for us. Yeah, I think that's what I want. I want Kilo Pert, Prim Pulch. Give me Lando. Reggie Weezing. Okay. Well, that's probably like the worst start we could have had. I mean, if we double into it, let's say. Earth Power is only doing 30% at best. You're not buffed, so you're also only doing 40. And he's just like threatening one-shots everywhere. Do we go for the Tailwind, or do we need to put damage on the board immediately? We'd go Terra Electric. It's not enough, though. It's putting us at 50%. I feel like we just need to start pressuring damage immediately. I don't want to risk a miss on Muddy Water. The accuracy drop would be cool, but Earth Power. Really? This has got to be bulky Gigas. I'm saying this is bulky Gigas. You're lefties. We only brought it down to 50% last time. We would kind of need to commit Terra here. Which we're damn close to losing Kilo, is the thing. So that would be a travesty to lose our... Well, maybe not, because, I mean, I haven't been tearing Prim. The whole reason for Prim being Dark type is not even here. And Poltergeist, I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to be able to resist the Entei, but is that big a deal? Maybe not. Let's go Terra Electric, and let's Thunderbolt. And Earth Power. If he calls with Protect, then that sucks, but... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna skip to the end because nothing happens there. We double into Protect, we eat a Dazzling Gleam, that sucks, whatever. But I still think that we kill here. Here's the thing, he knows that we're going for that now. We revealed it. So... our best option in that case he's not going to bring in Lando, so going Ice Beam is a terrible idea. He doesn't have any other flying types. Got it. Okay. Pert goes down. Kilo... Oh, no. Kilo goes down. Pert lives. I think I want to go into Poltergeist because that is going to get my HP back up. What do you mean? How that move works? Is he talking about Crush Grip? He could be. Man, I can't do it because he's gonna fake me out. Yeah, no, I gotta switch into Prim if I want to keep Pert. That was a really good call. We are in dire straits now, and if he has Entei in the back, we lose. We go Protect. I think I want to lock into Moonblast. I think it is our best option. Because we can't lock into Hyper Voice. Him being a ghost and neutralizing gas, we just can't do it. I mean, I could lock into Shadow Ball. Entei. Just assume this. Shadow Ball's actually doing more, but it's doing about the same. But it's not killing me in Chao is the thing. Do we care about Min Xiao? Maybe we don't. I'm gonna lock in Shadow Ball. I think that's the risk. That's insane. Who brought for Rigorath? Wow. Oh! You knocked off my specs! Moonblast is my best damage. Assume Zeus. Still Moonblast is my best damage. Not enough. Live. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! No fucking way! Oh my god! No! Oh my god! Oh, we just lost playoffs to a speed tie. Oh my god. $58? 50? Oh no, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, wow. I think we gotta talk about that later, man. Wow. All right, so we are here with a post-game interview. This is a little impromptu. I wasn't expecting to have a game like that. I'm gonna be honest.
That was insane. Honestly, there were so many twists and turns, like the up and down. That was pure cinema.
Absolutely, yeah. So taking a look at the team you used, it's this one here. Actually, that's really funny you put V2 on it, because I, as well, battled you with a version 2 of my team.
Interesting. And I saw you had to come up with like a team to prep for what you thought I would bring. I like that as a technique. I was thinking about it, but I really just kind of was looking at the doc. Mm-hmm. But honestly, that's such a good way to visualize what 6 they could bring.
Yeah, so what I was going for here, so this is the original team down here. And let me tell you, it had some pretty gimmicky stuff.
Weapon ability shield.
Yeah.
Lumberry Qian Power, insane too.
That was something that actually stayed. That made it all the way to the final build.
Oh, wow. Because I built so much of my team around wanting to bring you, and then it really never came up.
Mm-hmm. Well, my buddy that I play against, he was having a field day burning everything he could. So Lumberry was a must.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, the first version of the team that I wanted to bring had Entei Sacred Fire, Magby, Flame Body, Follow Me, Will-O-Wisp, and Wheezing Will-O-Wisp. So I
Yep.
was like trying to go for burn maximum, and then it just didn't end up coming up, which is so funny that we were both so prepped for it.
So I mean, like I prepped so hard for the wheezing, like, and this team it just wasn't doing it because I had the Terra Ground on Chin Pao and I was just gonna Terra Blast it. But I was also
interesting. I was wondering what the ground was for.
Yeah, I was pairing it with Cottony and I was gonna Worry Seed it.
That's crazy. That's actually saucy. I also like the ability. Dang, Prankster Worry Seed ability field Cottony is a cook. That's a fucking cook.
Yep.
You were saucy with that one.
It just Dragonite wasn't doing it because he was constantly getting burned. Hitmontop wasn't he wasn't adding anything. But this actually, Thief, that was Basque Legion has been such a menace throughout this entire league. I was hard prepping for it.
No, totally, and I see why you would, but I just, in the face of like Sucker Punch versus, also I played a bunch of Pow Knight, and I like looked at some of your games and I saw that you were leaning towards like the Scale Shot set, but I'm such a Choice Band E-Speed guy that I was like, the combination of if I just lead Basque and you just want to Sucker Punch E-Speed me, obviously I have Farge, so like, yeah, you don't want to, but like also if you were just like, I'm just gonna go for a read, I'm up a game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I Terra or not, I'm just dead, you know? So it's just like, it's too much to worry about, and then also to enable it, I gotta bring Thunderous, which also Chien Pao just destroys. So I just felt like I need to be on like the defensive foot instead of the offensive foot, which is sad because I want to give Basque Legion some points to stay on the leaderboard, even if I'm not on the leaderboard. But he'll have to just take no L's this week. Hopefully that keeps him up there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this team just was not doing it, so I pivoted. And this is what I went with. I was like, okay, so most of my team is physical. I have the Chien Pao. I'm basically telegraphing, hey, I want to hit you with as many physical moves as I can. What if I just made 4 members of my team special attackers?
No, honestly, it caught me so off guard. And like I was like, yeah, I can't burn Swampert. And Primarina's moveset was blowing my mind. I was like, I didn't expect the Psychic. So I just was like, game one-shotted, whoa. And then the Shadow Ball too, didn't expect that either. And I don't think we had revealed it until game 3.
No, I was doing a lot to try to hide a lot of stuff because I was so sad when I revealed Psychic game 1 and still lost. That was, I should have like gone for the taking down the Regigigas sooner.
Yeah, I mean that was my whole like. I thought if I could get those 5 turns, was that the game or was it game 2 that I got the 5 turns?
Game 1.
I think it was game 1. Yeah, game 1. I got the 5 turns. So there were some turns I really wanted to like go for attacks, but I was like, if I can stall out some protects here, I could get up to 5.
Yeah, unfortunately, so Cerule Edge had kind of like 2 purposes in being here. I mean, Bitter Blade was there just because that's his move, like he's got to have it.
Yeah.
Shadow Sneak plus Life Orb plus Sword of Ruin has a like 70-ish% chance to one-shot Basque.
Damn.
And close combat, if you're not bulky Regigigas, if you're like max on damage, I one-shot you.
Yeah, I was actually, I think my Gigas maybe was 0 attack investment, or there was a version of the build that was 252 defense and like a Life Orb, but I think then I went for a different split and ended up going for leftovers.
Yeah, very,
so yeah,
very,
it's 100
very
attack. But yeah, I was going for like super defensive. I was like, and honestly, if you look at all my spreads, I invested not anything in special defense. Like Entei game 2 would have been such a different game if I was running Assault Vest's bulky set, Snarl. If I was like prepared for that, I think Entei could have just ended that on his own. But like you really threatened the physical attacker set well. Which makes me glad I didn't bring Magby in the end. But yeah, my cook that like never came up was ability shields Landorus because I was so sure you were going to bring Dragonite, and I wasn't sure if you were going to do multi-scale or um, if you were going to do multi-scale or inner focus because I really like that choice band set. So I was figuring if you go multi-scale and then or if you go inner focus and I can't intimidate you, if I pull up with Wheezing, I can either shut that down and intimidate you, or if you're multi-scale, then I can hit you with a super effective Rock Slide the first time. And then also, I thought that Terra Blast Steel would come in for Primarina, but I don't think I ever actually Terra'd the Landorus, nor did the Landorus ever get next to the Wheezing. So it was kind of interesting. In that case, I wonder if like Choice Scarf would have been better.
Did you Terra? I think you might have in game 1.
I might have Terra. Game 1, is that who I Terra'd? I was really trying to reserve my Terras. I had a bunch of scary turns. I was also so sure that you were going to be running Sacred Sword on Qianpao.
Yeah.
So when you hit me with that Ice Spinner on whatever turn it was for the first time, I was like, oh, you're running Ice Spinner. Like, you've got some other stuff. I don't need to be worried about Terraing. So I was like really glad that I waited out for it.
Yeah, I was so concerned on that Basque Legion that I ended up hard prepping for it, and Regigigas went a little to the wayside. Of like, if it comes, I just deal with it.
He went goated. Honestly, I think this is the first like game of the season that he's actually really like put in work.
Well, it's kind of astonishing because, like, his stat spread is just so dumb.
Ridiculous. It's dumb. It's fully stupid.
Yes.
It just doesn't make sense, honestly.
Yeah, it was very hard to deal with. And I saw this that you were very much prepping for physical the Keyberry.
The Keyberry, yeah. I was trying to go super bulky boy. Oh man, I so wish I had ran the Assault Vest. It would have been so much better. But Entei's always a good bomb, and the Iron Head was like solid. I was doing like almost a third, and the extreme speed was crazy. Also, I got so lucky, even though I ended up losing that second game when I dodged the muddy water.
Yeah.
And got 2 extreme speeds off. Was just like there was some RNG. I pray to the RNG gods. I believe in the cult of RNG.
But
I'd be playing my games on a thread. You know I'm wild.
Yeah, we're at 80 speed.
80 speed, which is crazy because honestly, I don't think I really thought about it. I don't think I really was like trying to, because as you saw, I ran no Trick Room on
right
on Forge, and so like if I was really thinking about it, there's such a likelihood that I would have gone 0- to try to underspeed you in Trick Room, even if I wasn't going to set it up. But like really, I was just like, honestly, I was so like pigeonholed on, or like laser focused on the idea of blocking priority. I was like, this is your one job. You gotta shut down Qianpao and Dragonite. We both were like so ready for the wrong thing.
That's what I told my buddy though, because I had called out like, okay, everyone in this entire league has been prepping hardcore for me being like the priority guy, and this guy has Farigiraf, so I mean we know what's gonna happen. So like what I did, so I have 2 versions of your team here, and this is what I handed over to my buddy, and we kind of just saw what was good, what was bad, and he ultimately culminated it into this team. He thought that this
was pretty close.
This is what he thought the best team into what I was running was going to be.
This is pretty close. I see it. I see the reason why you would go. And honestly, you were basically there with everything, right? Like, I was pulling Magby, I was pulling Farig, I was Wheezing. Like, those are all the things I was considering. Except we just fully dropped the, like, pair that we thought the other person would bring. Still seeing Qianpao without Dragonite was actually surprising. I was, like, shocked to not see Dragonite. I was like, what? I had a feeling that Swampert would be in there somewhere. I was just like, I feel like I'm gonna see Poltergeist, Swampert, and
Mhm.
Ceruledge. And I was pretty sure about honestly almost 5 of your team. I was like not like positive that you were gonna bring all 5, but I was like probably like Treemarina or Swampert, Poltergeist, Kilowattrel, Ceruledge, and then I had the last 2 pinned as Chien Pao Dragonite. But the Swampert put in work. I
Oh yeah.
was shocked. It's so bulky. Oh my god, when I hit that first Crush Grip, I was so shocked. And then also, I forget whether it was game 2 or 3 when I just fully forgot that Crush Grip does more damage the more HP you have, and then I used it on you at 30 when I easily could have KO'd with either Ice Punch or Knockoff.
Mhm.
It's just like, oh, dude.
Well, I actually had one more thing that never came out was the ice beam. I was waiting for your I was waiting for your Lando.
Yeah, that's facts. And then, damn, we were never because yeah, I only brought Orlando that one time, which honestly I do think it was really good in that game because it let me game 1. It let me focus on Primarina in the end game and kind of leave Chien Pao alone, who would have been more of a threat otherwise.
Hmm.
And I'm also really glad I did the leftover set on Gigas because I think honestly there were some turns where, especially with like your Kilowattrel game 3 with the Terra Electric, I think those 2 turns of leftovers did make the difference in me surviving that
Hmm.
versus the Life Orb where I would have been chipping myself away.
Um, I had one. Actually, now I'm looking at it. One last tech. Um, there was one little niche thing that you could have done that I was trying to prepare for with your Weezing.
Mm-hmm.
If you got into a situation where Weezing just wasn't useful anymore and you were trying to pivot out into like something to help your Basculegion or just
Both the explosion
yep
or memento.
I ran
Dang.
damp to shut it down.
Damn, that's actually fire. Honestly, it crossed my mind. It crossed my mind as like a, yeah, we just gotta let this go. I mean,
Mhm.
honestly, why not? Why not run damn? I would have never checked or teched for that, honestly. And I think I did run a game this season where I tried Misty Explosion, and it just
Mhm.
was like absolutely useless. It was like, what? Boosted, and I think it was like maybe 252 special, and it did like 30% to
Yep.
both of them, and I was like, for a kamikaze, so I just haven't ran it since, but that's actually such a sick deck.
I just
We were
wanted to
so,
be sure.
that's the thing that I love about Draft League is like, honestly, I so over tweak sometimes, and then you just fully prepare for the wrong thing. And you can
Mhm.
be so convinced of what the other person's gonna bring, and then they shock you every single time.
But man, that's a little rough. Looking at the standings, I think this pretty well knocks me out of contention. It's very sad, but
You're 10 right now, or not? Or I'm 9.
I
We're
think
right next to each other.
I'm either tied with you or I'm one below you. I don't remember.
This matchup for the end of the season is interesting for me because I think I'm 9 right now. Yeah, I'm 9. You're 10, and Mollusk is 8. So my
I'm
2 last weeks are the people right next to me.
I'm 8.
So yeah, and I'm interested. I don't even fully understand the like plus minus thing. Is that like by how many Pokemon you had left in
Yeah,
each battle
that's the differential.
total? Okay, interesting.
So
Yeah,
I've been
I
having good
must be
differential, man.
yeah, honestly, totally. I mean, yeah, I play so reckless style that I'm just willing to sack anything at any point. If I win by 1 HP, it's a win is a win. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So my differential is not. I can't reconcile that about my
Well,
playstyle, honestly.
I mean, it might work out for you because at this point you got a better shot at making playoffs than I do.
I mean, I think if you 2-0 next week, and depending on because anybody in the top 8 or like maybe like the lower 4, if they get 2-0'd really bad, they could drop hard. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure how the math works. Grizz would probably know. Grizz could tell you with certainty with the stock market, which are like maximum amount of points that you could win would be. But I feel like I'm just roll them loaded dice, baby.
Yep.
You finish 2-0.
That's where we're at.
Let's coach your way through the last. I'll help you brainstorm.
Well,
against your next match.
I have one thing to say before we go ahead and end this off. I am highly offended. You have failed me because at the beginning of this season, you drafted Reggie Alecki.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm actually so sad I let it go. But to be fair, in my original plan, it was Thunderous, and Reggie Alecki was my like fast. How do I do Eerie Impulse mod? And then I was like, it's really fast, so it's basically Prankster. I was like, it works, but once Thunderous got traded to me, it was over. Had to go.
You did not bring a single Thunder Cage game. And
Oh, I did not bring a single Thunder Cage. Damn, I should have brought Reggie. I think I brought Alecki once too, and I don't think I failed you.
I am wounded, and I will never recover from this.
Okay, well, you know what? If we hit the next draft league, I'll get a page in. I'll have to commit. I'll have to just be like, die. I may have to change my logo to the Reggie Aleckis or something.
Oh my god.
Or Smeargle with Thunder Cage, which would be even worse.
Oh god.
Okay, well, let me stop plotting. I gotta hold this now.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I want to thank you all for watching, and thank you for joining us for the in-game, post-game interview. Is there anywhere that you want to plug yourself?
Nah, man, I'm really just here. Well, I suppose you can holler at me on Instagram and whatnot. I'm Clayxavier, same nickname as here on Instagram and on Discord. Just say hi. I love to play Pokemon with the homies. And thank you, man, for having me. And thank you for hella fun games.
For sure. Yeah, a lot of fun. So I guess next week we are up against the team of More Better, led by the Captain Fair. So I will see you all then.